Hello, Goddess, and welcome to this week's Twin Flame Tuesday Divine Masculine Energy Reading and Empowerment Message, where we check in with both our inner masculine, of course, right? Bringing those inner energies into balance within ourselves, especially for those of us who have been running in that masculine energy for so much of our lives, right? We have to really be cultivating that feminine and nurturing that aspect of ourselves. And we focus on that primarily around here, of course, bringing the energies into balance. When we talk about the divine masculine over here at Empowerment Experiences, for this healing twin flames journey, of course, there is that twin flame mirroring. There's always that twin flame mirroring where you can be sure that whatever you are healing through, you're going and growing through, so is your counterpart. So is your physical divine masculine. So this is why we look at our inner masculine, because it's, of course, being mirrored. So with that, if you are new to my channel, my name is Rochelle Richard, and we here at Empowerment Experiences are healing twin flames, healing the divine feminine, healing our traumas, our wounds, as we look for and find our power along this, which is each our own self-love empowerment journey, or as I like to say as well, our twin flame self-love empowerment journey. And I have to read it, I have to speak it, I have to say it. Come with me into the forest for more than the trees. Let's discover and embrace all this intuition sees. Together we shall come to know that which we need and reclaim our goddess power on this twin flame journey indeed. And with that, because it's just been one of those kinds of weeks where we're very much in this unknown, this unfamiliar space, aren't we? Where things are being mixed up. Things that may have been a certain way, a certain event, certain activities that you do, those things are changing. As well, of course, is your twin flame connection, right? And all of this is happening because of what's needing to be released and healed and stepped into this next version of you, goddess. This next version of you is to let go of these masculine, controlling patterns within yourself, right? Step into your true feminine power here. And with that, we have, of course, that divine masculine energy working on that stillness, right? Cultivating that inner peace, right? This is where the divine feminine is moving toward. I didn't want to say working toward. That wasn't quite the word that was coming. But moving toward, right? This inner peace more and more. And that's what that balance is, goddess. That's what inner union is you're at peace. You're at peace with whether it does or it doesn't happen. You're at peace with whatever that is, whether it does or does not happen. Whatever vision you have, whatever dream you have, that you have come to this space and place of wholeness within yourself. This is why, again, we focus on reminding ourselves over here at Empowerment Experiences that we are definitely talking about our inner masculine as well as our counterpart. So, yeah, with that, it really definitely caught my eye, that 3-3 right there. 3-3, we know that angel number 3 anyway is the, ascended master's number. And definitely I have come to feel that twin flames are ascended masters. We are in this next level of soul school here, right? We chose a master's level program. That's why it's so intense. Goddess, and believe me, when I say this, because I hear it coming, I feel the, on some days, right, where it's like, I signed up for this. I really did. I signed up for this. Yes. Yes, we did. Goddess, yes, we did. But this is why right now we're being called to focus on cultivating stillness, more stillness within our masculine energy space. That part of us that wants to control and constantly be doing, right? To instead at this point, for this time right now, as spring is about to be sprung, right? Be anchoring into more of what it is that you would like to have blossoming for this new season coming, for this new beginning where we're stepping into. Really be clear on what it is you want. I was literally just saying to myself this morning that I really want to write exactly how I would desire it to be. And I found myself, because I got something in the mail, I tracked down a special keyboard that's really, they don't really make them anymore. Literally, I had to track it down by model number, and I found one in like near perfect condition for my new computer, so I can still at least have my keys certain. Maybe I'll post it. If you want to hear, maybe I'll share it, see the picture, show you the picture of what's different about my keyboard. But point is, I got it. I picked it up this morning, and I started, as I plugged it up and I started typing on it, I'm like, oh my gosh, life is working out for me in the way that I desire it to be. That's a new mantra, Goddess. I just started typing that in caps lock. Life is working out for me in the way that I desire it to be. But that's the key, is how do you desire it to be? As I was driving around this morning, before I even got to that part, I got a little ahead of myself, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, it was so great. I'm so ecstatic to have this keyboard. It works, of course. Like, oh my gosh, I am just so happy with my new old keyboard, my new used keyboard. And while I was going around to pick that up, I was just going, things have gotten a little muddled, right? Because of as we go and grow along this journey, right? As things change in our environments, we start to kind of maybe feel like we've lost the picture, right? That clear picture of what it is that we were aiming for, right? Because other things have happened that kind of brought new perspective into the experience. You have more power now. Like you have more information, you have more knowledge, you have more understanding, you have more wisdom, right? You have greater clarity about what it is that maybe you don't want. And that means if you have greater clarity about what you don't want, you have to take that time to gain a greater clarity about what you do. Because if you're focusing on what you don't and you're pushing against what you don't, then you're still giving attention to what you don't want, which means that's still what's going to be coming at you because it's what you're focusing on. The universe doesn't hear what you don't want. I don't want that. I don't want that. It sees what you're looking at. It feels what you're feeling about what you're even looking at. And if it's a powerful emotion, which fear and resistance, right? Frustration can be. Very much. It's a very powerful emotion, very powerful energy. Well, that draws it toward us. You instead have to start getting into that feel-good space of whatever it takes to amplify what you do want, to clarify what you do want, and then to amplify the energy, the feeling behind what you do want. And you have to be in stillness to really gain this clarity. Goddess, you have to take this time for yourself to detach even more from how you think it should look right now. And I amplify how because how is Nunya motherfucking business, I like to say, in this whole realm of attraction. That's how it makes it easy for me to remember and how I teach clients. Your responsibility is what do you want and why do you want it? And then to be anchoring into that, regardless of what that is, right? And so on this twin flame journey, even if, because at this point, yes, if you want union, whatever it is you desire, you have to feel it as though you already have it, which means you have to stop wanting what it is. I know it's just a big old conundrum, and even I have my moments where my ego mind wants to be like, but no, explain it greater. No, it is that is. It's that simple. But our mind wants to complicate it all, right? And that's what this need for stillness is. That's what this focus on stillness is right now, is to realize that, okay, my power is in what do I want? Getting clarity, being re-clarifying from where I am now, because I'm not where I was. I'm where I am now. I'm not quite where I want to be per se, but I'm where I am now. And so how can I be grounding into the energy of where I want to be right now? But you got to be crystal clear on where you are right now in order to anchor into, to ground into the energy of where you want to be. You have to be looking for all these things that are, raising that vibration, quote unquote, right? That term is thrown around so much, but to really be feeling the way you feel when you have what you desire, to be setting that point of attraction for attracting what you do want. And this means that, oh my goodness, when you do get what you desire, I mean, it was so easy for me because I already have one of these keyboards. And so I was able to just be like, oh my gosh, you are the best keyboard ever. I love you so much. Like you are, oh my gosh, I can't believe that they don't make the layout that way anymore. It's just, I have a long delete key is what it is. And the home key is right above it. I don't have the 6 little keys where it's insert, I think insert and a little delete and then home. And I don't even know. Mine's different. Of course it's different. And so there I was though. And in that moment, I typed it over and over. Life is working out for me in the way I desire it to be. And I just typed that over and over, marinating in that feel-good space, appreciating what I have and what I have had, but what I have yet still. And now I have like 2, and it's Gemini. Oh, we like double trouble, I'm telling you. Anyway, no, we like that double. That said, let us, oh, no, this one. I'm like, where is it? Let's look up angel number 33, as we were chatting about. And it says, all things are possible in the realm of possibility. And that is really speaking on this whole getting clarity from where you are. If things especially are feeling unattainable again, or feeling like a clusterfuck, or just feeling, again, foggy, hazy, unclear period, it's time to take that step back and actually allow yourself some time and space to take a pen and paper and actually write out what the fuck you want. Okay? I suggest as well writing out what you don't want. So there's journaling. Yay, we have journaling. Right? Write out what you've been focusing on, to get it down, to get it off your mind, right? To brain dump. And then pivot over to what then you do want. What would you like your life to be like? So that you are saying to yourself, and write this mantra, write this affirmation down as well, goddess, write it at the top of the paper. Life is working out for me in the way I desire it to be. And you can even say, life is always working out for me in all the ways I desire it to be. Oh, that's just even better. We just stepped it up. Oh, we put like some sprinkles on there, like sparkle. That's the sparkle, right? That's the sparkle in my world. Life is always working out for me in all the ways I desire it to be. Write that down, Goddess. Life is always working out for me in all the ways I desire it to be. But you have to be clear on how you desire it to be. If you are unclear of how you desire it to be, then how are you really going to be celebrating the life is always working out for me and how I desire it to be? Because you're going to be having all the shit going on that you don't want to be experiencing. Believe me, I know there are some things in my mind that I'm like, no. And then I'm like, stop focusing on it, Rochelle. Stop focusing on it. And then it's back to this, right? Back to this stillness, okay? And then it's in this space where we actually get the answers, right? We get the answer to what our next steps are, where you're being asked to go. Ascended Masters is angel number 33, and it also is encouraging you, ask to receive support and guidance. Stillness, meditation, just being present, being here in the moment, truly being in a state of peace. Angel number 33 gives courage to your life with enthusiasm and optimism. You are blessed, loved, and supported in all you do. Live your life. Live your life. Right? But again, you have to be clear on how you want to live your life. In order to truly live your life, really allow yourself the opportunity to see how much you even mentally look at the things that you are not liking about your life, the ways that you are not wanting to live your life. And then see how often you are giving that attention. And even allowing that to shift your state of being, like how you're feeling. And then what other things are connected with that. Start to shine the light on these shadows. Start to really call out the culprits, so to speak. I like that. Call out the culprits. Call out the culprits that keep instigating the bullshit in your mind and disrupting this stillness, because this stillness is necessary for you to receive this guidance, for you to hear that inner voice of yours and to really be receptive of any, of course, you know how we love our signs and synchronicities here, like, hello, angel number 33, hello, right? And then we have twin flame connection strengthened. Regardless of where you are with your counterpart in the physical realm, know that because of your relationship with yourself being strengthened, your connection with yourself, your connection with your power, in turn, your soul connection with your twin flame is indeed strengthened. Purest, truest, and most unconditional love, because you are expanding into a greater depth of unconditional love for yourself. For yourself, that's what this space of peace and stillness is about. Receive only with an open heart, mind, and soul. You are in receptive mode when you are in this space of stillness. You are able to allow for things to flow into and through you, where you are not weighed down by anything. Holy moly. Like, I don't. Okay. Well, let's let's take the message. Let's do this. Let's do this. We're committed. Because from this place of stillness is renewal. We had the lizard, right? With the divine feminine message this week. We are in this renewal space. The twin flame connection being strengthened. Oh, greater strength within yourself, strength within the connection. You're being more generous with yourself. And in turn, this is what is this releasing of resistance within yourself is what is the taking the pressure off of yourself, right? Because I recently also did a coaching video about taking the blame off of the divine feminine and the burden for being responsible for all of this, right? It's honoring the power that you have. However, he still is fully responsible for making those changes, right? You kind of open the door by you simply allowing yourself to be more generous with yourself, be more loving with yourself, and be doing this work for no other reason than to be cultivating a greater connection with yourself. And that's something else that I have another video, right, to publish, and I'm talking about how we tend to get caught up in a bit of an ego trap, a twin flame trap, an ego twin flame trap of doing the work because at the root of it, it's because we want that union with them. Like if you really are honest with yourself, right? And instead of it being done from a place of true self-love, that you are doing it because of you. That whether or not whatever happens or whether he does his part and does his work, that's on him. But you are embracing this greater depth of generosity to and for yourself, right, goddess? And that then is what is going to be cultivating and expanding this greater state of happiness, because your masculine energy within yourself isn't going to be so chaotic and controlling because he's not feeling weak, right? He doesn't feel like he has to words. There's like I feel what I'm being asked to say, but he doesn't feel like he has to work so hard and be, so much that he's not, right? Because when we're being asked to be something and someone that we're not, it takes so much work, doesn't it? It's fucking exhausting when you have to play a role for someone else, for a job, unless of course, obviously, it's still exhausting, obviously, if you're as an actress as well, right? If you're paid that role, but in your day-to-day life, if you are a people pleaser and you're being a certain way to please others, that's exhausting, right? And we're the masculine, and that's where the wounded masculine has been, and this is why we as the divine feminine's rising here, it's that space of acknowledging that we're letting that part go. We're not doing this people pleasing anymore. We're stepping out of that masculine energy of having to be this certain type of strong that actually isn't so strong, right? And instead, we as feminines are stepping into our strength, which is releasing those old patterns within ourselves and allowing us to step more into our true feminine energy, which in turn is allowing the masculine to step more into their true masculine energy, right? Because we're stepping out of it so much within ourselves, right? We're bringing those inner energies into greater balance, which that's what's cultivating then, of course, this greater happiness, greater beauty within, and so therefore you exude that. You show up. That's when people say, oh, you're glowing. Oh my goodness, you're glowing. right? Oh, you look so good in that, you know, where you exude happiness, right? You exude a beauty, right? An essence of beauty. And that's because this passage, you have been going and growing through so much, and it is time for you to step out into this beautiful stage of stars, like exactly what this card, you know, like the stage of stars. And it's your time to shine. Superstar, it's your time to shine, right? But you have to, again, back to the stillness space of being clear on who you are, who you're showing up as, who you're stepping out of this, all of this as, because you've shed parts of yourself, right, that were not you. So who are you now? Who are you now? And that's one of the cool little segments in my Creative Clarity Journaling course, which is it's part of my giveaway, but as well you can purchase. I do finally have it back up on the website available. It's a whole Creative Clarity Journaling kit as well that comes, but it's a video course and kit. And one of the entire sections is who am I now? And then there's a journaling section on who am I when? So who are you now? You got to be clear on where you are and who you are now, and then who are you when, whatever this clarifying vision is that you have, right? That you're working on today. Right now, it's what is this vision that you have? Really clear. Where are you now, and where would you like to be, right? And so that's where we are in this passage experience, and it's stepping more into the magic of you. That's indeed stepping more into recognizing the magic that you possess, as well as the magic that you are. There's only one of you. You are here to bring to this world what only you can. Soul family. You, just like in a family, each and every one has their unique role, for lack of a better word. Each and every one is important. Each and every one is important. And on this soul journey that you have come here for, you are part of a greater family. You are part of a greater team. And where we are on this soul journey as a family is to be stepping into each our own next phase of our journeys, these next visions, like really truly getting crystal clear and putting that nose to the grindstone and letting nothing stop you, being serious about it. I've definitely had a moment where recently it's just been being really crystal clear on where I want my mind to be, where I want my energy to be, who I am working with, who I'm around. Yeah, it's very, very important to really honor your time, honor this space that you need to cultivate that peace within yourself. Truly, goddess, for me, I really recognize how important my own personal space and my time in my own peace, in my own stillness is to me. Having not had it for certain periods, with a roommate and such, and really recognizing, wow, being crystal clear on where you thrive. There is the other part of this journaling today is where do you not just feel, oh, I'm all right here, but where do you actually thrive? Where do you thrive at, goddess? Where are you like, yes, I could be here all the time. Yes, I could do this all the time. Make notes of that. Write that down. And now For our final card that was face down while all of these others were face up. Well, looky there. Sanctuary. Taking, as I've said, this time for yourself to be still and allow for all the dust to settle of all the chaos of life, all the happenings of life, all the responsibilities, all the have-tos. Just be in that space of really connecting with who you are and where you are right now. And then again, to be getting crystal clear on where you would like to be, what has changed about your vision, and refine it, hone it, clarify it, and focus on it. All right? This stillness, this practicing of stillness is releasing that masculine control, that wounded masculine trauma space of needing to control everything. We have to let it in, right? Right, goddess? That's the feminine energy. We got to let it flow. We got to let it flow to let it grow, right? Nothing that we desire can come to us if we don't let it flow. Nothing can expand if we don't let it grow. And that's what we're here for. So with that, dear goddess, I love all these cards. That's exactly where I feel that we are. Be sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and by all means, my favorite thing, comment below. Let me know you stopped by. And make sure you're on my email list, because you're going to be hearing more again about the giveaway that I'm doing. It's an ongoing giveaway. And as well, when you are actually ready to just dive right in and reclaim your power on this twin flame self-love empowerment journey, you can book a session with me today, and that link is going to be down below. I am empowered.as.me. I remind you that the power is in your hands, because it always, always has been inside you. Namaste.